Instant Pot butter chicken features a richly spiced tomato sauce and delivers all the traditional flavors of butter chicken in a fraction of the time. Hi everyone, Kristen here. As someone who suffers from a chronic disease, I believe homemade is best, but it doesn't need to be complicated. Years ago, one of my closest friends shared with me an authentic recipe for butter chicken that came from her grandmother's kitchen in India. It was delicious, but it took forever to make, and it was made with a lot of ingredients that are hard to find. So I took her recipe, made some changes to it, and I'm here to share with you a recipe that even she approves of that's made with easy to find ingredients in a fraction of the time. So let's get cooking. To get started, turn your Instant Pot to saute and let it heat up until it reads hot. Once it's warm, we're gonna add in 3 tablespoons of butter. It's butter chicken after all, and we're gonna let that melt. To the butter, I'm adding in about 1/4 cup of diced onion that's been finely minced, and we're just gonna saute that just until our onion begins to soften, just for a couple minutes. My onion is looking nice and soft, and so I'm going to add in 5 cloves of minced garlic. I'm also adding in 2 teaspoons of fresh grated ginger root. I have a peeled ginger root here that I just keep in my freezer, and then I pull it out anytime a recipe calls for ginger. Use a microplane and grate it right into my Instant Pot here. Smells insanely good already. We're just gonna saute that just for a minute, just to let that garlic and ginger toast. You don't wanna burn your garlic though. And now we wanna add in our spices. This is a lot of spices, but they're all spices you can find at any grocery store. I have 1 teaspoon of garam masala, 1 teaspoon of coriander, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm also adding in 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, which is really gonna give it a rich flavor. We're gonna saute this just for a minute or two just to toast up our spices and tomato paste, which is going to enhance the flavor tenfold and be a secret to getting really, really good flavor quickly. Those spices are ready. My nose knows they smell amazing, so we can hit cancel on our Instant Pot, and you know the drill. Anytime we use the saute function, we must deglaze our pan to prevent a burn notice. To do this, I'm adding in 1/2 cup of low sodium chicken broth. Use 3/4 cups of low sodium broth if you have an 8-quart Instant Pot. And then you just wanna scrape up any brown bits off the bottom of the inner pot. That looks good, and to this mixture, I'm adding in 15 ounces of crushed tomatoes and 1 pound of diced boneless, skinless chicken breasts or chicken thighs that have been diced into 1-inch cubes. Just wanna stir that gently just to combine. And I know we use less liquid than I normally do for an Instant Pot recipe, but the tomatoes and the chicken are gonna give off some moisture as they cook, and so we'll have plenty of liquid inside our inner pot. So we wanna pop our lid on our Instant Pot. Make sure our venting knob is pointed towards sealed, not venting, and to set cook time, you wanna hit manual or pressure cook and adjust until it reads 5 minutes. That's it. That's as long cooking time as you need. Now, once the cooking time has elapsed, since we're cooking meat, we wanna let pressure release on its own for at least 10 minutes, and that'll keep the chicken super tender. Once pressure has been released, open up the Instant Pot. It smells amazing in here, but we're not done quite yet. We wanna hit saute on our Instant Pot, and we're gonna add in a little bit of cream just to finish this dish off with a luxurious richness, and it's gonna help to balance out some of those spices that we added. To my inner pot here, I'm adding in 1/4 cup of heavy cream, and we're just gonna stir that and let it saute just until it thickens. It'll only take a couple minutes. Looks perfect. Hit cancel on our Instant Pot to turn off the saute function, and I'm gonna go ahead and give this a taste with a little bit of naan bread here. It's so perfectly spiced, it's so rich. I can't wait to dig in. I'm gonna serve this butter chicken with a side of rice and top it with some cilantro, and I'm telling you, it knocks it out of the park in a fraction of the time the traditional recipe takes. And if you want to try a vegetarian version of this recipe, be sure to check out my next video where I share with you how to make vegetable tikka masala. Until then, happy cooking.